All right, let's keep talking about this Liberty football game against Charleston Southern as we do every week at this time. We welcome in Nick Pierce standing by at Williams Stadium. Nick, thanks so much for making time today.
Hey, thanks a lot. Just another bright and sunshiny day in Lynchburg. Loving it.
You're looking fantastic out there. You know, these Buccaneers, they're a tough bunch. Nick, 7-3 on the year, nearly knocked off Vanderbilt, an SEC opponent earlier in the season. What makes them so tough offensively? Why are they a difficult matchup for teams?
Well, I think that there's a couple of reasons. First of all, they have a lot of option-based principles, but it's not just loading up against the run. They can also throw the football as well. They have a pretty good quarterback that we'll talk about here in just a minute. But if you look at their tendencies a year ago, they were 71% run. This time they scaled off that a little bit, more 67% towards the run game. And some of that has been the reemergence, if you will, of former All-Big South receiver Nathan Pereira. He's finally healthy this year. You're looking at a guy that missed all of last season with a shoulder injury. 2 years ago, only played in 3 games. That was after he was coming off that all-conference season. So this year, he's kind of stabilized things in the wide receiving core that lost 2 of its top receivers to season-ending injuries at the start of the season. The quarterback we mentioned, Austin Brown, a junior, has 10 touchdown passes after transferring in from UAB, where he was on the Conference USA's all-freshman team. He can run a little bit as well, not a ton, but just enough that the Flames coaching staff views him as a dual-threat quarterback. And then the run game, obviously, that's what's drawing a lot of attention. Christian Reyes is their primary weapon there, averaging nearly 5 yards per carry. And he's a stout senior, 5'10", 218 pounds. He can get some of those tough yards for you. Bucs offense has been rolling of late, guys. 71 points over their last 2 games, and they're really converting on third down as well at a 42% rate. That's second in the Big South Conference. And as a result, they're also keeping the football for a while as well, averaging 34 minutes time of possession each game, and that is third in the nation. So very tough crew to slow down, no doubt.
Nick, just give us a couple of points on defense. CSU has been tough. They've held 9 out of their 10 opponents to 22 points or less. Just give us a couple of people to look out for on the CSU defense.
Well, defensively, they've been stellar, averaging just 17 points allowed per game. That's tops in the Big South and top 10 in the country as well. But they haven't really been asked to do a whole lot with that aforementioned time of possession stat that I gave you. But defensively, a couple of guys you're going to want to watch out for. Senior defensive end Dylan Black, he will be tough to handle. 6 career sacks, 17.5 tackles for loss. Also had 1 of 2 defensive touchdowns for Charleston Southern last week against Gardner-Webb. Then also, you're looking at a guy, Gabe Middlebrook. He's listed as their bandit, but they like to use him on some blitz packages as well. He leads the Big South with 7.5 tackles for loss. And then also free safety Damaris Freeman, one of the team's top tacklers, also has 5 pass breakups on the year as well. Flames need some long sustained drives. That probably means more carries for running back DJ Abner, who had nearly 40 carries last week. But good news is for him, Todd Macon's going to be back this week. That should hopefully alleviate some of the workload.
That should help out Abner in the backfield. Nick, as always, we appreciate your analysis.
Thanks a lot, guys.